Kate, and today I'm going to answer another question and talk about what was your favorite game or activity when you were a child. So, my favorite game was playing with a ball when I was by myself. So I had a little rubber ball that I could just bounce against the wall and practice catching it. I also was counting when I was playing this game. My favorite part of this game was that it was quite enjoyable, so I could be active and I would count as I would throw the game. And I would also use language. For example, I would try to recall 5 names of the girls I know, or 5 boys' names, or 10 towns or cities that I know. So that was really entertaining as a solo game. So we are talking about games. Games are usually organized types of activity. If you know the theorist Jean Piaget, he was talking about games as something that children usually enjoy doing when they are older preschoolers. So starting from the age of 4, 5 and older. So actually 5, 6 like games more than younger children because they prefer play. Play and games are slightly different. So when you are in a group and it's got rules, so that's something that children who are a little bit older enjoy doing. Think about it as like soccer. Yeah, that's a game, right? Green light, red light, that's a game. Other games you probably know: fruit salad, the floor is lava, etc., etc. So all these games are organized. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Think about what is your favorite game. Yeah, so the group game. What was my favorite group game? My favorite group game would be probably one of those hopscotch. And hopscotch, everyone knows what hopscotch is. So when you jump on something that is drawn on asphalt, and you just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and you hop in a different way. You also play with your friends, and you take turns, and whoever reaches the best point, we would call hell sometimes, or heaven. So yeah, there would be different rules. You win. If you made a mistake, you are out. So that's really a good example of a game with rules, because children make rules and they stick to them. It's also child-centered because adults usually didn't dictate children what to do. It was a game that was 100% child's game. Do children still play this game or activity today? I think they are, but not in Australia. I haven't seen a lot of hopscotch games. I'd say I haven't. I have seen it in other countries. I have seen children playing hopscotch in other countries. I think it's less prominent because of the security and safety issues. So children are not really allowed on the streets anymore. They're not allowed to play together. We are not playing in our backyards as a group of children because of traffic and stranger danger. So I think this activity has a huge potential to be a favorite children's game because it's challenging, it's building complexity, it's training children to balance, it's got problem-solving component, and it requires coordination. Hopscotch, yay! However, it has changed, I think, because children in general, the vibe has changed because we are not playing in groups anymore. And maybe if you see someone playing hopscotch, it's less difficult and less challenging than the one that I used to play. How has it stayed the same? That's an interesting thing. It did stay the same because there was a TikTok that I watched recently. Someone did draw a hopscotch in front of their house, I think in New York or London. And they had a camera there, and they were watching what people would do when they kind of pass by. So not a single person did not get engaged with the hopscotch. That's how inviting, engaging, universally appealing this game is. If you see this like hopscotch grid that is drawn on the floor, you will want to jump because some part of your mind remembers that. Which brings us to theory. Yes, and theory of play divides types of play into different categories, including games with rules that I mentioned by Jean Piaget. It also talks about what are the origins of play. So why do we need play as people and children? especially this kind of play when you play socially. An obvious reason is that to do hopscotch doesn't really teach you to be a doctor or to become a teacher. Yet it is a universal game that children used to play a lot. So what kind of skills do you think children learn through hopscotch? Can you introduce hopscotch or any of your favorite games into your center, and children will benefit from it? So I think it has really primal role in teaching children physical skills. Also, according to one of the theories of play, children have pent up energy, and they have a lot of energy that is called surplus energy theory, and they need to spend it onto something. And hopscotch, or running around chases games, so that's also quite universal, allows them to get rid of this extra energy that they have and be more productive, and then relax and do their homework and whatever they have to do, even follow the routines better. Some children need active games. What kind of active games do you bring as part of your personality? What kind of games should we revive and reintroduce to children? Are there any games that you like to play with children? Think about it and post in the comments below what is your favorite game or activity when you were a child. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.